Yeah. Yeah, the voice should be fine, I think. I mean, I have them in two different rooms with two doubles, and I mean, either they can double up in a bed or. So either that or we're gonna roll away or something, but I think they'll be fine. So we finish with two and then the girls will be three. And there's always the
I know how she was there. You're already I got the
she's gonna be up to
and I said, that's okay. I just, well, I think she had said it had high bed too.
It's, yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So I said, well, if it's not making her feel comfortable, just ask for another comforter and lay on it. Lay on some pillows, whatever you need to do. I said, no.
What's up, Jared? We usually just have 2 models and then the bigger thing is also like the lotion because the sun and the chlorine is like they get dried out, their skin gets like so red. You have a very good shirt now. Yeah. It looks good. This is perfect occasion. Oh, that's on the metal reform, so I can get that too. That'll also be something you won't need, but Jessica will travel with. There's like Honda here, and there's a medical release form that the parent sign, so that like if something were to happen, you don't have to like try to call parents. Just Jenny or you just takes the kid to the hospital, and you have the form, and you can deal with whatever. All the insurance info, and there's a thing that authorizes either Jenny and or Alex to act on behalf. And obviously, you could try to call the parents, but like, if it was a real emergency and you couldn't get a hold of someone, like, you could just, go and No, you're fine.
Hello.
I did.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm not going to put it in his electronics then.
I do, and I'm probably not going to give those out. No, you don't understand. I think we will need those.
Oh, perfect.
So make this happen. What? Okay. Which I have.
You already have 2 groups, so I already have 3.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm doing the senior 2 too, so it doesn't matter. Whatever you want, Jared. Give them my nobody senior. That's the best way to do it. And everybody's happy, I think it's good. You guys can just sit in the chairs, so just sit at the front table. Just do our thing.
That's one way to keep the scarves down the table.
Looks beautiful. I love it.
Did you sign this?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, I bet.
Well, we're indoors, so it's like I do it to look nice.
Oh.
You guys want water? Is there?
What?
I'm sure all
They'll roll in right, you know.
they're all looking for
Right?
All right, something.
break, Paul?
I don't know. Could you check your phone and make sure it's live?
So where did I see it? On TTSC?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not good.
Get it back up. We are on Facebook Live right now, so.
Watch it.
Get the duct tape now.
I think.
Do you want me to run that one?
No.
Yeah, I have a black one over there, but you can use that. It's fine. I'm just helping Dad in case he needs help with the thing.
Alright. Before we get started, if you guys want, we do have ice cream in the back. So if you head back to the big white cooler, go grab an ice cream now before we get started. And then you guys can come on back and sit down and we'll get started with our program here in just a few minutes. So go grab some ice cream, come on back, make yourselves comfortable, and we'll get started with our program here in just a few minutes. Oh, there we go. That's better. You're focused to sit. Those of you that are just coming in, go ahead and head to the back and grab some ice cream. Find a spot, get yourselves settled down. And we'll get our program rolling here in just a couple more minutes. But don't be shy. Get some ice cream. Enjoy it in the warm outside.
Get some water.
My whole audience is like shifted over here.
All right.
Paul, am I good if I'm like at an angle or no?
I can move it. We'll roll with it. Oh yeah.
How many people do we have watching it over there?
6. Yeah. The value of it is a question.
Here, hon. Where's your lid?
Wait, is that him walking in? Okay. As we were playing all these things, and then it's like, oh, everybody home. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. I know we still have a few more people kind of trickling in. That's fine. As people come in, feel free to help yourselves. We've got water, drinks in the coolers. We've got more ice cream. We don't want to take it home, so make sure you guys, eat a lot of sugar and go home and terrorize your parents. We'll swim it off tomorrow. It's fine. Well, I think it's fair to say that a year ago when we did this event for the first time on Facebook Live, we probably didn't think that we would even be here this coming summer. I think a lot of us weren't sure how this year was going to go, and to say that it has gone would maybe be a bit of an understatement. This last year has been probably one of the hardest, most turbulent, most just fraught with all the ups and downs that you can possibly think of year that I have ever coached in my entire coaching career. We have gone through everything from not having our pools available to having them available, but we can only swim 6 swimmers at a time, to then they're closed again, and then we're driving, and then. But I think at the end of all of it, with everything we've gone through, there is still so much that we can and need and want to celebrate. And that is what this night is all about, is the fact that our team, our swimmers, are still showing up day in and day out. They're working incredibly hard in the pool. They are improving. They're getting better. They are doing things that shock the coaches. They're doing things that I think shock even themselves. And just to try to even put context on how difficult I think it is to perform under the circumstances that these kids have managed to navigate in the last year, just leaves me for lack of words. I mean, just there's no way to accurately describe how difficult I feel like it's been, and how much respect and how much admiration I have for every swimmer on our team, for all the families, for all the support that you have given us over the last year. I think there are not enough words to say how amazed I am by our swimmers. They show up, they're smiling, they're happy, they're excited to be in the pool no matter where it is, no matter what time of day or night. They're going to be there, they're going to work hard, they want to improve, and that's just something that, I am so proud of. It's something that really makes me so excited to be a part of this team and to work with these swimmers and to get a chance to be a part of their lives. And so that's what tonight's all about, is just to really honor and celebrate everything that these kids have gone through, everything that they've done in spite of all the adverse conditions, and just to recognize some amazing things that stand out from all of the amazing things that I think we've seen and done over the last year. So yeah, huge round of applause to all of our kids, all of our families, all of our coaches for everything that you've done for this last year. Again, I think that it's a lot to be proud of, and I think we have a lot of things tonight that we want to celebrate, and so we want to make sure we get to that. First thing I want to do before we get to the kids, you guys are the most important, but everything that you do, everything that we do as coaches could not be possible without the help of a lot of people. And we're going to recognize a few of those people right now. So we're going to start off with our board. Again, I think our board does so much, and they've been incredibly fantastic just supporting this team, managing everything that needed to be done throughout the last year. So I'm going to call out our board members. We'll identify them. You guys will get recognized. If you can stand up so we can see you, that'd be great. So we'll start off, and I don't know if they're all here, but we'll go through the whole list, and we'll go bottom to top here. So we're going to start our Safe Sport Coordinator, David Maxey. David, are you here? No, but David, thank you. It's a great new position that we've added in the last year. USA Swimming has made a huge push to increase safe sport across the board. David was the first one to step up and take on that role. He's navigated extremely well, helped our team add our safe sport policies to the website, make sure we're in compliance with all the requirements that USA Swimming is putting out. And we rely on him for a lot, and he's done a great job. So thanks, David. Our new swimmer coordinator, Melissa Hutton. Where's Melissa? There she is. Right down here in the front. Melissa coordinates all of our tryouts. She communicates with all the families as they show interest in our program and helps onboard all of our new families once they join. Not a small task, and definitely one that I thank you for everything you've done. She's back there. Our treasurer, again, not a role that does not bring, it brings a ton of responsibility to the table, and someone who's done a great job managing all the team finances, helping us navigate all the applications for loans and everything during the COVID shutdowns. Terry Whitehead, standing in the back there. Terry, thank you for everything as our treasurer. Our secretary, the person who again sends out all the emails, communicates a lot on behalf of the board, and also helped organize this event tonight. Gita Glasser, where's Gita? No, she's here. There she is, standing in the back. Thank you, Gita. Our second vice president and meet director, again, a huge role on the teams, and she actually also was the volunteer coordinator before stepping into the meet director role, so she has filled a lot of positions for us, does a lot, helps with everything. Again, with our meets, when we had to do all the COVID protocols, she was on top of it, integrated it, got it done. I mean, we set the standard for how meets in COVID needed to be run, and we had teams contacting us going, how are you running your meets? What are you doing? We had Oregon Swimming sending our meet sanctions to other teams going, if you want to run a meet, this is what you need to do. And that's all thanks to this lady, Jackie Purcell. Jackie, thank you so much. Our first vice president and our fundraising coordinator, the person that sends out all the emails to get all of your money. And she has done a wonderful job of that as well. But also making the fundraisers fun, making the fundraisers engaging, making them things that people want to do while working on behalf of making our club a little bit stronger, being able to provide additional opportunities for our swimmers, like the headsets. That's Heidi Colligan. And lastly, but certainly not least, our current board president, who will be stepping out after this year. He is, when I first joined the team as a head coach almost 6 years ago now. The previous board president, when she was telling me what Matt does, described him as do-it-all dad. And that is quite literally Matt's job title. As the president, that's one of very, very many things that he does. He is the one who's running the timing system. He is fixing things when they break. I mean, he really is the do-it-all dad, and we're definitely going to miss him as he steps down. But Matt Ferris, board president, thank you, Matt, for everything. Before we move on from the board, this year in particular, we actually have quite a few board members who have senior swimmers who are graduating, so that means that they will be leaving us. In addition to Matt stepping down as president and becoming past president. So we're going to recognize all of our board members who have graduating senior swimmers. So if that is you, please stand up. We have some things to give you. So we've got a couple that are here. We've got Terry, we've got Heidi, we've got Matt. Who else is that it?
Deb O'Brien.
And Deb O'Brien, who's not a board member, but we can chat about her too. But come on up here, senior parents. We're going to give you guys a little recognition. And we just want to, again, thank you for everything that you've done over the years for your service on the club. So we got gift cards for our board members that are departing us and graduating. So Heidi, this one is yours. Terry, this one is for you. And Matt, this is for you. Oh, sorry. And for Matt, so we have a special gift for Matt. Again, because he really has done a lot in his time as president and has really just gone above and beyond. So, Matt, this is a gift from myself. It's from the rest of the board on behalf of all of us. Thank you for everything that you've done for the team. Thank you for everything you've done for me personally. Honestly, they're on their feet. They're getting splashed. They're walking up and down the pool deck. They're doing it all. And again, the officials are a critical piece. And so I'm going to recognize all of our officials. If you're here, please stand. We'll do applause at the end. And so we're going to run down here. We've got Mark Bialis in stroke and turn. Mark Dana, stroke and turn. Jeff Glasser, stroke and turn and electronic timing. Dan Hutton, stroke and turn. Dan is also our officials coordinator. Ray Gentjes, referee, starter, and stroke and turn. Audrey Lungershausen, referee and stroke and turn. Bradley Newton, stroke and turn. Deb O'Brien, our admin official and electronic timing coordinator. Lori Stevens, electronic timing. Aaron Tam, stroke and turn. And Terry Whitehead, stroke and turn. Enough. Thank you. Appreciate it. Very, very much. And again, any parents that are sitting out there, feel free to talk to any of these people. They can tell you about what becoming an official takes. They can tell you about the position. While it does, I think on the outside of it, seem like it's a lot of work, it's also probably one of the most rewarding positions you can fill. You know, as an official, you really get to understand and know the sport of swimming really well. You do get what they like to call the best seat in the house, the front row seat. You're right there on the pool deck. You get a chance to see everything that's going on. You never miss one of your kids' swims. But it's a great way to get back to the sport. It's a great way to get involved. The officials across the board in Oregon Swimming are a great group of people. There is everything from the people who do it just because their kids swimming and they want to be on deck to the people that are really passionate and diehard about it. I mean, we set, as Oregon Swimming, one of our officials was at the Olympic trials. She was the admin clerk, of course, for the entire, I believe it was the Wave 2 meet, which was the faster one with all the pros. And so, like, there is every level of official in the state that you could want to meet and get to know. And a lot of these people are really great. And, they're nice people to know. They've got really, very interesting jobs. And it's just a great community to be a part of in addition to just giving back to the sport. So I highly encourage, highly recommend, if you have even the slightest inkling, reach out to one of our officials, reach out to a board member. We're always looking for more. We'd love to get more people involved on the official side. So don't ever hesitate to reach out. We'd love to have you. Last person that I want to recognize, another non-board position that was appointed, but again, no less important. Trust me, the coaches think so, and I know the officials think so. Our meat concessions and hospitality coordinator, that's Vinny Liang. So Vinny, thank you. You keep us fed, you keep us hydrated, you keep us going through the meet. We definitely appreciate all that you do to keep those meets running smoothly and keep us all fed. So thank you for that. Last group of non-swimmers that I want to thank actually will include quite a few people who are not here. Not sure if any of them are watching on Facebook Live, but maybe they are. And that would be our coaching staff. My job as head coach is made infinitely easier because of the fantastic and phenomenal job that they do. The fact that they are showing up day in and day out, covering practices, especially in the last year when we have had so many disruptions to our schedule and weird practices and pools we've had to drive to and late nights and early mornings. They have been just phenomenal throughout it all. They've been able to step up. They've done just so much, again, to make my job, my life so much easier, to help make your kids the wonderful swimmers and people and individuals that they are. They have such an impact. And just watching them with your kids is just, it's awesome. It's just such a cool experience for me to see how great they are. And everything that they do, their passion, their intensity, their caring for your children, It's truly amazing. And so we'll start with the coaches that are not here, and then we'll recognize the ones that are. But over the last year, again, I would be remiss if I didn't thank all of our coaches, starting with Emily Stevens, who was phenomenal. We miss Coach Emily a lot. And also Coach Maddie V. Maddie was amazing, coaching with me late nights, early mornings at Newburgh. Coach Kyle Miller. Again, all three coaches just stepped up, were amazing. We miss them tremendously. We're excited for them in their new roles and new positions. We actually roped Kyle back in. He's helping me out the last couple of weeks. But eventually he's shipping off to the Navy once his deployment goes out, and we're excited for that opportunity for him as well. So thank you to those three coaches who are no longer here, who have done a wonderful job. Again, I think their presence over the last year has been missed greatly, and you know, they definitely contribute a lot to our program. Also not here, but again, I think a huge presence in this last year, Coach Jody Braden. You know, had to step away, unfortunately, from coaching due to some ever in your lives. And I am already so amazingly proud of what you have accomplished and so excited about everything that I know you're all going to go on to do in the future. So, again, congratulations on everything you've done. Good luck with everything coming in the future. And don't forget about us, and make sure you come back and say hi once in a while, because we'll definitely miss you when you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go alphabetically because that's how I wrote it. I don't want to mess up on my notes. We'll start by recognizing Paige Colligan. Paige is a graduate of Tiger High School. Next year, she will attend Azusa Pacific University in California, where she plans to study biology with potential of going pre-med. In addition to earning several academic scholarships, Paige is also going to swim on the swim team for Azusa Pacific. And again, I'm really excited to see what she can do moving forward. So Paige, congratulations again on everything you've done, and good luck in the future at Azusa. So what I'm handing them, by the way, our traditional senior gift that we have done every year that I've been here. They get a sterling silver keychain that has the team logo on one side and then their name and class of whatever on the back. And hopefully they can take this with them as they move on and keep it on their keychain and have a constant reminder of TTSC. Not here tonight, but again, I want to recognize Kaylee Flowers. Kaylee is another Tiger High School graduate. Next year, she plans to attend Oregon State University, where she's also going to study biology. She was accepted into and will be taking part in the Honors College, as well as was awarded the Finley Academic Excellence Scholarship. So, Kaylee, congratulations on your accomplishments. Best of luck to you at Oregon State. Next up, we've got Jaden Wynn. Jaden is another Tiger High School graduate. Normally, we don't have quite so many all from one school, but we do this year. And Jaden will attend the University of Oregon next year, where he will study chemistry. And he has also earned several academic scholarships and will be off to represent at the Ducks. And Jaden, congratulations and best of luck. Okay, I got to pull out my phone because that's where I have Sarah's information because I forgot to write it down, but I want to recognize Sarah as well. Sarah Shepard. Sarah will be attending the University of Arizona next year. She will also be enrolling in the Honors College there, where she plans to study biochemistry with a Spanish minor. She has earned the Arizona Distinction Scholarship, has also earned the Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish, and then one of the coolest things, in all of COVID and everything, Sarah went out and got her pilot's license and learned to fly and is now a licensed pilot, in addition to being a swimmer and a bilingual student and an amazing scholar as well. So Sarah, congratulations on all of your accomplishments. Best of luck to you at University of Arizona. Next up, we have Shelby. Shelby Salinas is a graduate of Sherwood High School. Oh, I forgot to mention, Sarah's a graduate of Tualatin High School. Shelby's graduating from Sherwood. Next year, she plans to attend Montana State University, where she's going to study mechanical engineering. Shelby, you have to tell me what WUE is. You actually just didn't explain that. What is WUE? It's an award or an honor, right?
Well, it's just the Western Undergraduate Exchange. It's basically where it's a scholarship given to out-of-state students so they could get closer to state.
Awesome. So that was one of the honors that she got, as well as the Engineering and Sherwood Athletic Booster Scholarships. So again, I think some amazing things that she's going to do, and love to see more women in the engineering field, and excited to see what you can do there. So Shelby, congratulations. And last but certainly not least, Nathaniel Whitehead. Nathaniel already has his keychain because he was gone when we were going to be gone when we had the original awards night scheduled. You should have just brought it and given it back to me. I could have given it to you again. But anyway, now that Nathaniel's here, so I'm not going to give him anything because he already got it. But Nathaniel is he swam for Tiger High School, but he went to Westside Christian High School. Just want to make sure I got it right. And next year he plans to attend Oklahoma Christian University. He's going to study mathematics with an actuarial focus. He is a member of both the choir and the swim team there, and he's gotten scholarships for both, as well as an academic scholarship. And so he'll be swimming for the Eagles at Oklahoma Christian next year, and we can't wait to see what he does there. And if you ever have a chance to hear him sing, it's definitely a beautiful thing. So try to do that if you can. But again, Nathaniel, congratulations on all your accomplishments, and best of luck next year. Yeah, this is our graduating senior class. They are amazing students, they're amazing athletes, they're amazing people, they're talented in lots of different ways. And again, we're going to miss them all next year, but we wish them all the best of luck. Congratulations, graduating seniors. All right. 10 out of hardware. That's what we're here to finish with tonight. For each group on our team, we hand out 3 awards. We have a most improved, a most inspirational, and then a top turtle. The most improved is pretty much what it sounds like. We like to recognize that swimmer that has made the most gains in a single year. And those gains are oftentimes related to dropping time, but not always. A lot of times we also look at, stroke improvement, practice habits, their work ethic and their improvement in terms of training. And so we recognize all of that as we highlight one swimmer amongst obviously very, very many that we see improve throughout the season. Most inspirational is another one that, swimmers can be inspiring to their teammates and to our team in lots of different ways. And as coaches, we're always challenging ourselves to look beyond just the loudest swimmer, because I can tell you if that was the only way, I would have won that every year as a swimmer. But those that are the quiet leaders, those that inspire their teammates by leading by example. In addition to then, sometimes we do pick the swimmers that are the loudest. But we look at all of that, and it's how they inspire their teammates to be better. It's how they are leaders on our team in many ways, beyond just the vocal leaders. And so we like to recognize that with our most inspirational award. Our top turtle is pretty much what it sounds like. It's the whole package. These swimmers that are recognized as the top turtle award, they are phenomenal performers, they are leaders, they are improving, they're inspiring. They represent all of the values and everything that we want our program to produce as individuals, as athletes, and as swimmers. And so it really does encapsulate far more than just what they do in the water. And we try to recognize those swimmers that really do give our program its very best name because of everything that they do and all that they are. And so each group will recognize those awards. And what we want to do as well, every swimmer on the team will also get a pin. And every year since I've been here, we hand out a team pin. We cycle through the different colors. The year is printed on it. And then swimmers get to keep this. And they can put it on their swim bag or they can put it on their warm-up jacket. And I think it's kind of become a cool badge of honor, like how many can I collect? And, the swimmers that obviously have been on the team for a while now, this would be number 6. And so, you were starting to add up. And we want to keep adding to these. That way you can, at the end of your swim career, look back and be very proud of everything that you've done because you'll see it represented by these pins. So what I want to do, we'll call up each group, and any swimmers from that group will come up and stand over here. We will hand out the pins, and then we'll hand out some awards. All right, so if I can have my junior 2 swimmers, any junior 2 swimmers, come on up, and Coach Jared is going to take the mic. Do you have just one? Come on up. Come on up, junior 2.
Where?
All right. So, my junior 2 group. So for most improved, this swimmer shows up to practice pretty much all the time, is always working hard, and whenever I say something, does an excellent job of trying to make that correction almost immediately. I've seen some huge gains in technique and speed and practice and all the strokes. And what surprised me the most is he loves to swim butterfly. If I say freestyle, we can catch him throwing in a couple butterfly strokes every once in a while. That's, that's so for most inspirational, I have Bryce and Brad. All right, for most inspirational, so this swimmer, I don't know if she's here. She's not. Okay. She works very, very hard in practice, and she shows it all the time. She's a little more of one of those louder leaders, for sure. But what stuck out to me the most about the swimmer is that when she notices someone having a hard time in the pool or like sitting on the edge and just not having a good day, she'll always go up to that swimmer, make sure they're okay, talk to them, console them, and it just speaks volumes to me about her character. So for most inspirational, I have Piper Heller. All right, and for my top turtle, she's also not here today. She's also an incredibly hard worker in practices, and she impresses me every single day. She has phenomenal technique. Whenever I have to pick someone to do an example for the group of what a technique should look like or how we're doing a certain drill, it's pretty much always her. So for my top turtle for Junior 2, I have Zachary Lai.
All right, thank you, Junior 2. Junior 1, come on up. Let's get all of our Junior 1 swimmers up here. Okay, so in selecting these awards, I did solicit the opinions and advice of Coach Jody, since he was the one that I think got a chance to work with this group the most. And so when we recognize our swimmers tonight from Junior 1, just know, swimmers, that these are recommendations from Coach Jody. And so he obviously sends his congratulations and is really proud of all the things that you guys have done. For our most improved swimmer, again, I think this was someone who has done a really great job in practices, has really shown a lot of improvement in terms of how she attacks every workout, continues to get better every day. We see those strokes improving constantly, and is going to be able to join her brother with another plaque on the wall. Brooklyn Bratch. Brooklyn, congratulations. You get to go home and build a shelf now, Dad. For most inspirational, again, I think this is someone who leads by example, who is always out in the front, always listening, always doing everything they can to cheer on teammates and to get them going fast, whether it's in practice or at meets. So for most inspirational, we'll recognize Karina Bialis. Congratulations, Karina. Love it, they're so excited to do this. Our top turtle for Junior 1 is not here tonight. This is another swimmer who I had the opportunity to observe in practices, and she's one of those ones that always asks, can we make it harder? She's always looking for ways to challenge herself. She wants to get better. She wants to go, can we do more distance? Can we go faster? Can I race this one? She's got an awesome attitude. She's definitely got a little bit of that, again, more louder, more vocal type leader. Congratulations to our top turtle for Junior 1, Maddie Montang. Congratulations, Maddie. Thank you, Junior 1. Congratulations. Let's get pre-senior 2. Any pre-senior 2 swimmers? Come on up. I'll hand the mic back to Jared.
All right, so pre-senior 2. So I'm going to start with most improved. So this swimmer shows up to practice quite possibly has the best attendance in the group. Works hard every single day, always asking what he can do to make his stroke better. I've seen huge leaps in his stroke. His butterfly has gotten so much better. It's really, really impressed me how much he's improved and how hard he works to gain those improvements every practice. So for most improved, I have Ethan Pessman. All right. So next, for most inspirational, this one is more of kind of that quiet leader that Brad mentioned. Again, works so hard. But what stuck out to me the most is we had a new swimmer join our group recently, and when I couldn't immediately go and help that swimmer, this swimmer took the charge, and I could see him talking to him, giving him technique tips, advice on how to improve, just like actually helping him get acclimated with the group, which is a tough thing to do when jumping into pre-senior 2 when you haven't like grown up with the swim program. I was really, really impressed by that attitude and that helpfulness. So for most inspirational, I have Ian Basir. So my final one for pre-senior 2 is Top Turtle. My top turtle for this group is also an incredibly hard worker. She is always leading her lane, working so hard every practice. She's also that kind of silent leader type, pushing the people next to her and around her. She's done a good job of helping new swimmers get acclimated with the group as well. And I've just been overall impressed with her attitude towards swimming and her work ethic. So for top turtle, I have Drew Buckmaster.
All right, thank you, pre-senior 2. Go on, have a seat. Pre-senior 1, come on up. Guys, come closer. My microwave. Okay, so again, these awards were picked with the help of Coach Jody, and I've obviously had the opportunity to work with pre-senior 1 quite a bit this year. This is a pretty fun group, and for me, like the thing I had to keep reminding myself, because I would come in and I would do practices with them, and I have to keep reminding myself, like most of them are only 11 and 12. Like this is a very young group of pre-seniors. We only actually have 2 8th graders that are leaving the group at the end of this year. The rest are all staying. And they work really hard. They are a lot of fun, a lot of energy. They support each other maybe more than any other group on the team. And I don't say that as an insult to any group, because I think we have a lot of team spirit. But this group in particular, they might be the best at being 100% there for their teammates every time they race. And that is something that I hope you all never stop doing. I love that you are also passionate and excited about watching your teammates go fast. But yeah, this is a great group, and I'm really excited to recognize some of these swimmers for their accomplishments. For most improved, this is a young lady who asks really good questions, who I feel like never shies away from a challenge. She's another one, is butterflyer, and is willing to go out and attack it every day. I love watching her swim fly. She always is really receptive to coming and getting feedback after races. And you can just tell she wants to get better. And every day she's coming in and improving. She's also one of our state qualifiers. And so we'll do our most improved award to Lily Holiday. Congratulations, Lily. For most inspirational, I gotta tell a story about this swimmer. Because when he joined the team, he came over with another couple swimmers, and they all joined around the same time. And I remember I tried to put him in a lane with a couple other swimmers, and he was like, oh, I can't be in that lane. I'm not as fast as whoever it was. And I was kind of like, okay. And so I put him in a different lane, and I kind of started watching him swim. And after like a week or two, I was like, I think you're going to be pretty surprised with how fast you can go, dude. And what I love about watching this guy swim is that he never holds anything back. He will attack every race in practice with the same amount of energy no matter what. Doesn't matter how tired he is, doesn't matter if it's a stroke that he likes, doesn't like. He's the one that honestly could have also been most improved. I mean, the growth I've seen in him is immense. The other really cool thing that I like about him, because he's not a super vocal leader, but he definitely leads by example. So a couple weeks ago, he actually came up to me, because he's one of our 8th graders that's graduating from pre-senior one. And he came up to me and he said, "What group do you think I'm going to be in next year?" And we had an honest conversation, and I said, "Look, dude, like, you worked so hard, you made so much improvement, but your time's still not quite there. I don't know if you're quite ready for senior one. You might need a year in senior two." I said, "But we've got a couple weeks left. Let me see what you can do in some races. You know, we need to get a couple state cuts. If you can do that, I'll give you a shot in senior one." Well, what does he do? He goes to the Eugene meet, gets his first state cut. What does he do after that? Goes to CAT, gets his second state cut. And that one's even more impressive because he did it in the 200-meter butterfly, a race he's never even swum short course. And he never swum at long course. And his first time out, he gets his state cut, which is amazing. So, huge congratulations, most inspirational Anthony Sampson. Congratulations. For our top turtle, this lady is not here tonight. She is another one that came and joined our program. She, I think, a lot of times got dragged along by her brother when we were swimming at all these different pools. And so I think like half the time when we were not swimming at our pool, she ended up swimming senior one workouts. But she is one of those swimmers that just really does come in and work really hard every day. She is an excellent swimmer. She does a great job just knowing what she's supposed to do, coming in, getting it done no matter what. And so tonight we'll recognize our top turtle for pre-senior one, Lily Wynn. Congratulations, Lily. Jaden, do you want to come take this for your sister?
Yes, Chief.
The one time you don't drag her along, you could have been here to get an award.
Yeah.
Pre-senior one, thank you all very much. Go and have a seat. Great job. Senior two. Let me get my senior two athletes up. Oh, okay. Alex is going to hand out. So, again, these awards were picked with other coach Alex. Alex Brooks is in. And so I'll talk a little bit about senior two. Again, I don't get a great opportunity to work with them very often, but I do know a lot of these swimmers. I've seen a lot of them at meets. They are a super great bunch. I love seeing these kids at meets because it's like I won't get to see you guys at practice very much, and so I'll see you at a meet, and then I'll see you a few weeks later at the next meet, and I'm like, how did you get so much faster? Like, I love watching you guys improve, and that's something that's so fun for me. Because again, because I don't get to see what you're doing in workouts, when I can see the results in the pool, it shows me that I know you're all working really hard. I was fortunate enough that, again, when we were doing some of the COVID workouts at different pools, when I needed to fill some empty lane spots, I did get a chance to work with some of the senior two swimmers. And again, having them jump in and do senior one workouts and watch them just get after it with no complaints, no hesitation, like trying their hardest. I mean, and I think some of them will even admit, like, there were probably some days when the workouts were maybe a little more than what they were expecting, but again, never a complaint, at least not that I heard. And they really just, their attitude was awesome. They were excited to be back in the pool. They were happy to be swimming with whoever was in the water. And so again, that's something that for me, I'm really proud of that. And again, I think all of you have a lot to be proud of. You guys are doing an awesome, awesome job. We'll start off with our most improved. He's not here tonight. He definitely is one of those swimmers that has visibly improved. And what I mean by that is, a year ago, his strokes were so ugly that I was really, I didn't like watching him race because it offended me as a swim coach. Because his strokes just, they didn't make any sense, but he was fast. And he got it done, but I'm like, I can't watch you, it hurts me to see you do this. And they all laugh because they know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've ever seen this guy swim, but in the last year, he has transformed his strokes amazingly. I mean, I remember the first meet we had back out in the COVID, and I watched him swim 100 free, and I was like, wait, that's this guy? No, what happened to his stroke? And Alex was like, well, we've been working on it. I'm like, yeah, you fixed it. Good job, dude. And I almost gave Alex a raise right then and there because it was totally worth it. But anyway, this guy's improved the time. We'll recognize him as our most improved, Colton Hoff. Congrats, Colton. Our most inspirational is also not here, but I can speak a lot about this swimmer because she actually was a senior one swimmer at one point. She was battling with an injury and decided that she needed to step down from senior one and wanted to keep swimming. And I really respected that decision because she knew she needed to prioritize her health. And swimming in senior two is the perfect thing for her. And she is a girl that, again, I have an amazing amount of respect for. I know that she is so supportive of her teammates. She is one of those that, is almost more excited for other people's success than she is for her own. And I know that she's been a great leader in the senior two group, and she's one of our graduating seniors, so our most inspirational is Kaylee Flowers. And last but not least, for our top turtle, this young lady is another one that I have had some really good interactions with. I really admire her tenacity, her work ethic, her spirit. She always has a smile on her face. She definitely is one of those that I feel like buoys the entire group by her presence. When she shows up to practice, I feel like everybody just kind of lightens. And that's such an amazing gift to be able to bring that to a group of swimmers that, you don't even necessarily go to school with or see every day, but to be able to have that impact on these people is incredible. And I know she works really hard in practice. I know she's also made a ton of improvements. This year's top turtle for senior two, Ella Plon. Congratulations, Ella. Senior two, thank you guys very much. Congratulations, senior two. You guys can sit. Senior one, come on up. Oh.
No, we'll make senior one.
Okay.
Hey, Brad, make it fast. We're running out of battery.
Running out of battery. Gotta go fast. Okay. Senior one swimmers. Again, these guys, I think I've said a lot about them already. Cannot overstate how proud of them I am. The fact that they have swam in pools all up and down and across the state, indoors, outdoors, late at night, early in the morning, they've gotten it done. And they really continue to set the bar for what we want our program to produce. And I don't just mean in terms of swimming. I mean in terms of these are phenomenal people. They are every bit the ideal role model you want your swimmers looking up to. They are selfless. They are a wonderful group that cares about each other. They work extremely hard. They sacrifice so much to do something that they love. And then on top of all that, they do get it done in the pool. They work as hard or harder than any senior swimmer on any team in this state. They log in so many thousands of yards and meters of practice and racing, and they 100% just do our team proud. And I'm very proud and very honored to be even a small part of what you guys do and your lives. And congratulations to you all right now out front just for everything that you've done and accomplished. Start with our awards here. So, most improved. This one, again, it's hard for me because I see so much improvement in so many of our swimmers. But I think everybody here can probably agree on this one because this young man, he's not here tonight. When he came in, I'm really not sure he actually even knew how to streamline. He kind of just would push off the wall and just start hammering away at swimming. And to watch what he's done and his growth. And, when we finally hit that kind of weird high school season that they had this year, like, I always ask them, because I don't go to the high school meets, I'm like, guys, in the group chat, let me know how you guys are doing. And this guy was probably the one that most consistently chimed in because he literally went best times like every time he swam a race. So our most improved senior one swimmer this year is Ragavan Senthil Kumar. The most inspirational award for this group is honestly the hardest one for me to pick because this really is a group of leaders top to bottom. They all contribute so much to the group culture. At different points in time, they have all been the vocal leader, the quiet example, and everything in between. So it is very difficult for me to single out one person for the most inspirational award. But this young man who I picked, I think, really stands out because he will go out of his way to do things for teammates. He will go out of his way to say something in the middle of a hard set, in the middle of hard training. He, for example, by attacking every set as hard as he can. He always wants to improve. He's always wanting to learn. And again, I'm really excited to watch what he has done and what he will continue to do. So this year's most inspirational goes to Ben Glasser. And lastly, but not least, we're going to talk about a top turtle. So I'm going to tell you all a story about when this guy joined the group. I was at like high school districts, and Coach John Rosica came up to me and said, "Hey, there's a kid I think you should take a look at. He might be a good fit to join the team. He's swimming the 200 IM, and then he's going to swim again in the 100 back." And I was like, okay. So I watched him swim the IM, and I'm like, there's a lot of work there, but okay. And then I watched him swim the 100 back, and he had like you wouldn't believe. Like I'm pretty sure he took twice as many strokes as anybody else in the heat, but he managed to throw down a pretty good time. And so I reached out and ended up setting up a meeting, and he joined the team and started in senior one. And again, I just watched him swim at districts, and I think he'd gone like a 207 in the 200 IM. And so he comes on, he swims with us, and he's been on the team for about 2, maybe 3 weeks at the most. And we're doing practice, and I'm like, today's the day for a get-out swim. And so I'm like, don't normally like to throw the newbies under the bus, but I think this kid can handle it. Let's see what he can do. So I tell him he's going to do right on for time. And get him up on the blocks, and I'm like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I say you to go under 209 or under 210? And so this kid gets up on the blocks, and again, like 2 weeks earlier, he's only been training with me for 2 weeks. And in practice, dives to 208. And looks at me and is like, I didn't know I could go that fast in practice. And I'm like, just wait, we're just getting started. And sure enough, 4 years later, this kid is amazing. He's a leader. He is a futures qualifier. He has been integral in helping continue to push our team and our swimmers this year. Definitely sad to be losing him, but excited for Oklahoma Christian to gain an amazing athlete. Top turtle this year, Nathaniel Whitehead. Congratulations. Senior one, all of you guys again, proud of you, proud of everything you've done. Excited to see what you guys are going to do in the next year to come. Congratulations, thank you. All right, looks like Matt wants to talk, so I'm going to hand over the microphone, and we'll get you guys out of here, I think, pretty soon.
This has been probably one of the best things I've been involved in. My daughter started when she was little, and I've been with it the whole time, and I've enjoyed every minute. The board has people coming in and going out. If you guys ever want to get involved with something, some group to help out, and you can see the examples of the fruits of labor, this is it. I've been in a lot of different things, but this is one of those that's been far more exceeding than what I thought it would be. But with that, Coach Brad and I have been together since I got in this, and we fight, we argue, we discuss all the situations, we call each other, text each other, and 9 o'clock at night, what are you doing? Knock it off! And then he's like, no, this is what we're doing. Okay, great, let's do it. And, but I've been a part of their family from the get-go. I've been with all the little ones, all the way up to they're starting. I'm over at their house every now and again doing work. Which package is it, Gita?
It's all.
It's all of them? Okay. With that, they have another little sweetheart coming. Okay. And the reason I'm saying this is because the amount of effort that he does for this club and the amount of time he puts in exceeds what you guys see on deck. His wife's having a baby tomorrow.
Day after.
Day after. Yeah. So he's here tonight, even though wife's probably at home going, get back here now.
She's been contracting for a week.
She's ready. So, she's ready. She's ready to pop. And but he's here tonight. He's doing this. He could easily said, you know what, I'm gonna have to bail. I'm not gonna make it. Sorry, man. I need you to step up and take care of this. And I'd have gladly done it. But this is what he's done for the club. He does this on a regular basis, day in and day out, on the weekends, at nighttime. When you guys are sleeping, he's putting together programs. When you guys are swimming, he's like, okay, no, this is what you're gonna do. Okay. And I watch him all the time. and it's been amazing to have a person. Brad, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for this great people on the board, everybody from Terry to Nita to Heidi to Jackie to Nancy to Christina. Who else am I missing? Melissa, who's wonderful, who's getting ready to take over my spot. So on the board, there are so many things that we do that we can easily have anybody just helping 2 hours, 1 hour.